my lovelies, it is me, Kylie. Welcome back for an updated current household and a day in the life of for the Chesters. So we are kicking off right where we left off at the end of last update. I believe we had Rick and Shari try for a baby. I will leave all of the links down below in the description so you guys can go check it out, because it's been a long time since I have updated this current household, it feels like, but it's probably only been a week. There's been a lot happen and there's a lot more to come that I have planned. So let me just get started by saying Ryland is in trouble at school. Yes, he's been in trouble at school a lot. He's best friends with Ellie Paulson. She is a little troublemaker, and he's gotten involved with the wrong sort of crowd at elementary school. Now, Ryland is about to be a teenager, so therefore Shari feels the pressure. She's just like trying to confide in Juke. She's like, I can't do this by myself. I need your help. So Juke has agreed to have 50-50 share, I guess custody, well not custody, but 50-50 share of Ryland, where they have alternate weeks where Ryland will go and stay with Juke until he kind of settles down. And pretty much they will just see from there what they are going to do after that, where like if Ryland wants to go stay with his dad full time, if he wants to stay with his mum 50-50 with his dad, depends on what Ryland wants to do in this situation. So Rick Buckner came over that night to just kind of repair a few things in Shari's house, because he knew that she was going to possibly be giving birth in the next couple of days. Juke was just working outside because Ryland was outside stargazing and he was just talking to his son. Shari was outside, she just kind of had done a painting. And Rick got really, really flirty with Shari, and Juke got a little bit jealous. Like, I'm speaking probably, yeah, a little bit, like, I'm not, yeah, okay. He got really jealous. Like, he got really jealous, and he left. He was like, look, I have had a personal emergency. I need to go right now. Bye, sort of thing. So he left, and then the next day Shari actually went into labor. She rang Rick and she was like, babe, I've gone into labor. I need you here like pronto, like stat, like now. I need to go to the hospital and I need you to be here for me. And he had promised Shari that he would be there literally with friggin' bells and wheels on and everything, straight there to help Shari through her labor or her birth. But pretty much he said, look, I can't be there right now because I've been called into work. I've been at work since 2 a.m, Shari. I can't be there right now. Can you call Carissa? Like, I can't be there. So he pretty much blew her freaking off. Juke was walking past. He was actually on his way to work. And Shari was like, look, I need someone here. So she called out of the bathroom window to Juke. She was like, Juke, can you please come and help? And he ran, literally dropped everything. He was like, what's wrong? What's happened? And she was like, look, I know you're about to go to work and I know Ryland's just gone to school, but I need you here right now because I've just gone into labor. And he was like, well, where's Rick, And she was like, he can't come. Look, I have no time to explain this. So pretty much he was like, look, and Juke was amazing. He was sitting on the bed talking her through it. He was like, you're going to do this. You're going to be fine. You're going to have this healthy baby. So she pretty much had a healthy little girl named Ashanti. I think Ashanti Eve or Ashanti Hope was her name, but we'll check when we're in game. But yeah, she's absolutely gorgeous. She's this beautiful, healthy little girl, and she's just so adorable. At this point, Juke's like, okay, I guess I'll leave you to it. And she was like, thank you so much, Juke. I don't know how I'm ever going to repay you for this. I just thank you so much. And he was like, it's okay, Shari. And she's like, I've made you late to work. Let me do something. And she's like, and he was like, no, it's okay, Shari. I gotta go now. All right. I'll talk to you later. So we're flashing back to when Ryland was kind of, being naughty, as you can see from that previous screenshot. He was really, really pissed off. He was getting angry about this whole situation. And he actually came to visit, and he was really upset that Shari had a baby and there was a new sibling on board. He was really upset about that and really angry. So yeah, that was just a flashback for that picture there. Rick decided to make a freaking appearance 2 days later. 2 freaking days later, like 2 sim days. And, the baby was crying and Shari was like literally so exhausted. She was so exhausted. And simoleons wise, she's only got like 800 simoleons in the bank right now. So she's really stressed out. She's got 2 kids. She doesn't really know how she's going to afford the house, the power bill. She doesn't know. And she's pretty much expressing these concerns to Rick along the way, and he's like, look, we'll sort it, don't worry, we'll sort it. If it means that, you have to downsize, that's what it means, and she was like, but I could move in with you. And he was like, look, let's talk about that later, let's go out tonight. So they hired a nanny, and even though Shari couldn't afford it, Rick paid for it. They went out for the night. And look, cut a long story short, Shari actually bumped straight bang smackaroo into Rick's ex-wife Harmony Kavaliski, and she doesn't know at this point that it's his ex-wife, but he was like, we need to go, Shari. We need to go. Like, literally, he acted really, like, on edge. They left. And she was like, what was that all about? Like, he made this big, huge hoo-ha about leaving. They were dancing. They were having a great time. And he's like, look, I can't explain right now. I need to go. You coming with me or not? So pretty much they left. And then the next couple of days, Shari had Ryland and Jackson over for some brownies. And then they left. That night, she invited Rick back over to stay the night, and he got really pissed off again because Shari was like, so who was that girl at the bar? And, you know, I'm not going to lie, Shari was pretty jealous at this point. She was like, well, who's that girl at the bar? Is she your ex? And he's like, no, she's not my ex, for your information, Shari. Look, I just can't deal with us right now. I need space. I need a break. I'll call you a bit later on. And she's like, whoa, I didn't think you'd be so defensive about something if she didn't mean something to you. And so then pretty much a week later, Ryland's just about due to come back at this point, and she's just getting these things prepared, and you know, he's still brushing her off, and Ryland's back home, and Shari feels the sense of like, I need to do something to fix this. So she literally gets on one knee and proposes to Rick. In the park. I know what guys are thinking. Yeah, so she pretty much proposes. He's really, really, like, shocked. At first, he's like, Shari, I don't know. She's like, please, just marry me. And he's like, okay, I'll marry you. And, of course, Shari being Shari, she's really fearful of abandonment. And, you know, she wants to kind of seal the deal before he runs away with this other girl that she's thinking about. Old Harmony. She doesn't know the full story, and it's kind of awkward at this point because she feels like there is this other chick that could potentially be part of Rick's life. But yeah, I feel like there's more to the story than what it seems. So we're going to go ahead and explore that today, guys. So this is our beautiful girl, Ashanti. She has aged up now to a child. She's absolutely gorgeous. And at this screenshot, Shari is like, well, you know, I feel like things are getting pretty serious now. Maybe it's time that I move in. You know, the bills are very, very expensive here. Maybe I should collect my stuff and come and move in. I can sell the house and we can live together. And as you can see, Rick is more than shocked about this whole thing. Alrighty guys, so welcome on into the day in the life of. I am so happy that all of you are here watching. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing in the day in the life of with Shari, Ryland, and our beautiful daughter. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to show you Ashanti Hope. She is just so adorable. I don't think I have shown you guys much screenshots of her, so yeah, we get to see her today, and I'm really, really excited because today is a really big day for Shari and the family. They are actually going to be moving in with Rick, which is Shari's fiance, fiance, whatever, same, you get what I mean, same different day, right? Cool. So she's going to be moving in with Rick today. And she's actually getting an incoming phone call or an incoming text message, more to the fact, from Juke Rankin. And he's like, hey, Shari, I'm just wanting to know if you want to come over to my house for a cup of coffee, you know, bring Ryland and bring Ashanti if you want. So we're actually going to go ahead and accept. And of course, we're going to take Ashanti Hope. She's so cute. I love her so much. And we're going to also take Ryland. I don't know if I should take Jackson. I think he's doing a few things with Travis today because obviously it's a Saturday. I think he has sports practice around this time. So we're just going to take Ryland and our Ashanti. So I'm really, really excited, guys, because today is the big day. We're going to be moving in with Rick. Now, there has been a few things that have happened in between the screenshots and now. So Juke has been coming over quite a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean probably 1 or 2 times a week. He's just been arriving and he's just been arriving at Shari's house quite early in the morning before the kids go to school just to kind of see Ryland. And I mean, I think it's quite cute, you know. I think it's quite cute that he is coming over to see Ryland. I mean, yeah, he comes and visits Ashanti as well, but He has really stepped up his game in terms of, you know, being there for Ryland. And of course, Ryland has been in a little bit of trouble at school, you guys. He's actually been starting food fights at school. And he's now partners in, or crime, whatever you want to call it. Become partners in crime sort of thing, but not really like that type of crime, but, you know, at school. And, yeah, so I should show you Ashanti Hope. So this is her here. She's so cute. Look at her. They are just the cutest little buttons in the whole entire world. Look at them. Look at them. I love them. Oh, they're so cute. So this is Ashanti Hope, and Shanti just became really good friends with Ryland. So yay. I'm actually going to just have these two kind of sit down and talk downstairs. I think I'm also going to have Shari maybe just go upstairs and see where Juke's gone. Is he still here? Where's Juke gone? Oh, there he is. Oh, okay. I see how it is. I see how it is. I see how it is. So today we're supposed to be actually giving the keys to the new house owner, Raymond, at about 3 p.m. But obviously we still haven't heard from Rick about what the freaking hell is happening in terms of us moving in. She has now been paid. Obviously you guys are wondering what this whole money is here. She was paid 140 simoleons for the house, so 140,000 that is. Sorry, I said 140. I mean 140,000. And yeah, Raymond is literally excited to be moving in, while Ryland just stands there. He's so cute. I love him. He's talking to Ashanti, his sister. So these two are just kind of having a little bit of a chat. And she is going to joke about the old times. And, you know, when these two are together, I can't help but thinking about, you know, the times that they were together. The times that they did spend with one another in the next door house. You know what I mean? And they have the same sense of humor. They really do. And they have the same, well, not the same personality. They have completely different personalities, but you know, they laugh about the same things. They have the same sense of humor, and Shari does have a little bit of a dry sense of humor, and so does Juke, and they get on really, really well. Whereas Rick's more of a quirky kind of sim, and you know, I just can't help but think about the times that they spent in this house when Ryland was a baby, and how this person that owns the house has kind of done it up, and good times, you know. So I think I'm actually going to go ahead and actually freaking ring Rick again and see if he picks up again and just ask him when I can move in. And of course we've told Juke about the whole moving in thing, and he's like, hey, if you want to freaking, you know, leave Ryland and Ashanti Hope here while you go sort it out, that's all good, you know, I'm fine to stay here for another couple of hours. And so she's just ringing up Rick, and she's like, she's managed to get hold of him. He's picked up the phone. He's like, hello, Rick here. And she's like, hey, Rick, babe, it's me. And he's like, oh, hi, Shari. And she's like, hey, babe, I'm just wondering when I can move in. I've waited to hear from you, and I just don't really want to turn up with all my stuff at your door and expect you to just be okay with that. I wanted to respect your boundaries and stuff like that. He's like, well, maybe if you can move in tomorrow. And she's like, I can't move in tomorrow. Raymond wants the key at 4 o'clock at the latest. And he's like, well, unfortunately, I can't really have you move in today. I'm actually going into work. There is an emergency at the hospital, and I'm not going to be here to help you. And she's like, damn. So there's gonna be no one to help with the heavy lifting. And she's like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And of course, she's now got to ring Raymond up and tell him that the keys probably won't be given in today. So we're going to have to see what he says, if he's okay with the keys getting in tomorrow. And I mean, rightfully so. He owns that house that, you know, we used to live in. He owns that house, you know. And he's like, no, Shari, I'm not okay with that. I literally have my stuff moved out in the furniture truck right now, and I have nowhere else to go. So I need the keys by 5:30 today at the latest. Oh, guys, she's stuck in a really bad position and Duke's like overhearing the conversation, and he's just kind of like, well, he's whispering to her like, if you need a room, I've got spare rooms, that's not a problem. So she's going to get off the phone, and she's literally just going to kind of just vent it out, and she's actually just going to have a deep conversation with him and say, I need to give the keys to Raymond at 5:30, and I've got nowhere to go. I've got 2 kids, and I feel like I'm going to be left homeless, and I don't know what to do. And he's like, Shari, you can stay here tonight. And she's like, what do you mean? And he's like, Shari, it's not a problem. Go give the keys to Raymond at 5:30 and come back here. It's totally fine. And she's like, are you sure, Duke? It's not, I can go check into a motel. He's like, it's fine. It's fine. When you come back, we will just pop up some air mattresses for the night, and you can sleep here until you can move in tomorrow to Rick's house. And she's like, that sounds amazing. Thank you so much. She is literally saved by Duke, you guys. So she's going to come over here, and she's going to hug, and she's also going to go ahead and repay that money that she owes Duke. She took some money from him for Ryland for school fees, so she's going to go ahead and repay that. She's like, hey, this is the least that I can do. When I'm settled in at Rick's house and when things are all settled, I'm going to take you out for a dinner. I'm going to take you out to dinner. He's like, that would be amazing. I heard that there's this great restaurant in town starting up soon. It's in new development, but maybe we could go there sometime. She's like, that sounds amazing. And maybe I could bring Rick along. And he's like, yeah, sure, that sounds good. And don't forget to bring Ryland and Ashanti, and I'll bring Kim as well. She's like, it sounds amazing. So she's going to go back home now, guys. She's literally just going to go ahead and just travel by herself to give the keys back to Raymond, because literally that is his house now. So she's just going to go ahead, and she's just pretty much traveling back for the last time to her house in Willow Creek. She's very, very scared. She's not too sure about the future, what is going to happen. Right, guys, so we've just arrived back at the house, and it is 5 o'clock. Looks like Raymond has come and taken the sale sign off the lot, and this is really, really sinking in that this is it. This is it. She's going to be giving Raymond the keys in less than 10 minutes, and she's literally just kind of walking in here, and she's really unsure if she's making the right decision, This is where her and Duke fled to after Owen was a complete moron and stalking them. And she's wondering if this is the right decision. Am I making the right decision for my kids? Am I making the right decision moving in with Rick all of a sudden? I've only known him for the last, little bit, and I'm moving in with him. Things are moving really fast, and yeah, I'm making the right decision. Of course I am. Alright, guys, so this is it. The time has come. We're running over here to just pretty much hand over the keys to the new house owner, and he's really, really excited. He's like, thank you so much, Shari, for your business. I absolutely love your house, and I'll be just sure to look after the gardens and everything for you. She's like, you're welcome, Raymond. I really hope you and your wife have so many happy memories here together. Okay, guys, so welcome back. We have officially done the deal with Raymond. He officially owns the house. Pretty much Shari is so happy that she's got a roof over her head for tonight and her kids are safe. She's going to come over and she's going to do an inside joke to Duke. And I wonder if Duke has actually prepared... Look, guys, he's actually prepared a bed for us. What about upstairs? Looks like he's got another bed. He's all sorted, guys. He really is. Oh, so cute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have Duke come over, and I'm actually going to have him prepare a meal for the kids, because obviously we're going to be needing to have something to eat, because obviously they've got a really, really big day tomorrow. So while Duke is making the salad, Shari is literally over here just kind of talking to him, bantering backwards and forwards about the latest gossip and everything like that. And he's going to come and sit down I'm actually going to have the kids come and grab a serving of this salad just so that they can kind of get into bed, because tomorrow is going to be a very, very long day for the kids, especially with moving into a different house. And of course, Ryland is feeling really playful and really happy because he's like, yay, Mummy and Daddy are getting back together. But he doesn't really understand that it's just a very temporary thing for tonight. He doesn't understand at all. Looks like Shari is coming upstairs to use the bathroom, and she's just going to get ready for bed pretty much, because obviously we need to get into bed because tomorrow's going to be a big day, you know. And how are the kids going with their food? Yep, they are still eating, but I'm going to have them... Oh, they're so cute, just talking to Juke over the computer screen. So cute. Gonna have them eat up, and then I'm going to have them turn in for the night because... you know, as I said, it's going to be a very long day tomorrow, and we do need to kind of get on the way to getting into bed and all that sort of stuff. So let's go ahead and pop this away for Juke. Looks like Juke is on the computer trolling the forums right now. Guys, so it is actually nighttime now in the Rankin household, and Shari obviously is asleep, and Juke tried to go to sleep before. He went out for a little bit of a stargaze before, and he really just cannot sleep, you guys. The only thing that is on his mind right now is he actually wants to buy a bar, he wants to prepare caprese salad, and he wants to buy a pool. But in the back of his mind, he really, really is having second thoughts about everything. You know, he's got a moodlet, deep common connection, building strong relationships with others is cause for happiness. Cozy fire, nicely decorated, and true chef. He's feeling good. And, you know, he can't help but look at the way Shari smiles when she sleeps, and the way that he used to look at her when, you know, he used to wake up every morning and she giggles in her sleep. And, you know, he can't help but remember the times that they had together. So he's actually just going to kind of, if he can, he's going to come and sit. And he's just going to just kind of just sit and remember the times that they did have together, you know. And he remembers really distinctly about the time where he came up the stairs and Shari was literally rocking Ryland to sleep, you know. And all those fond memories that he had, you know. He actually really, really wants to come over here and wake Shari up. You know, he is sick and tired of coming over to her house every morning to try and just see her, you know, when she's just woken up and Ryland's getting ready to go to school. He's so sick of not being able to express his feelings. He's actually just woken Shari up and she's like, what's wrong, Juke? Is everything okay with the kids? And he's like, yeah, everything's okay, but I honestly need to talk to you. And she's like, yeah, sure, come here. What do you need to talk about? And he's like, well, please, Shari, I know this is going to come to a shock to all of us, you know, especially you, and I just want to tell you that I'm still madly in love with you. I'm madly in love with you still, Shari. I honestly, I love you. I love you, and I know as crazy as this sounds, and I know you're with Rick, and I know that you guys are happy together, and I know I'm not trying to sabotage that, but you got to believe me when I say that I truly love you. That love has never disappeared from me. I've always had this thought that one day you would come back to me, and I feel now that I'm going to possibly lose you forever to Rick, to someone that doesn't know you as well as I know you, that we've spent so many good times together, Shari. The fear of losing you just really scares me. And I want you to know, no matter what, if you feel the same way or you don't feel the same way, I just want you to know that my feelings have never changed for you. There's things that have happened in the past that have taken me away from you. And there's really things that you don't understand, Shari, that have happened. And he's going to tell her, you guys. He has come to the time where he's going to have that deep conversation, and he's going to say, look, Shari, you know how that day I kind of disappeared and didn't come home. She's like, yeah, what are you, what's going on, Juke? Is there something that has happened? Like, you need to just tell me. It's like, Shari, your dad kidnapped me. He had me in your guys' basement in the Chester Manor, and I was forced to break up with you, and I didn't want to break up with you. And she's like, what, are you serious right now, Juke? I don't even believe you. And he's like, believe me all you want. I was kidnapped, and he told me that I had to break up with you, and it's not what you seem. I tried to break free, and I tried to come and find you, but it was too late. You had already moved on, and I'm really sorry about the past, Shari. It's just, Owen really, really, really scares me. You know, your father, he's always scared me. You know, the loss of my father when I was a child just has left a hole in my heart, and I've never had that father figure right from when I was younger, and I obviously just wanted the best for you and our baby Ryland. But I just wanted to tell you how exactly I felt. I wanted to tell you exactly what happened, and she is literally just, I can't deal right now. I need to just have something to eat. I just don't know what to do. She is really shocked. She's really caught off guard. She doesn't believe that it has happened. And, you know, she knows that Juke is telling the truth. She really does. But she just thinks that even Owen wouldn't be capable of doing that. Would he? Would he? These two have actually had a very long talk, you guys. They've been talking by the fire for the last couple of hours, and, you know, Shari is actually feeling very flirty. Juke is feeling happy, but in the back of his mind, talking about Owen has made him really, really just pissed off and really angry. Shari is feeling really embarrassed that she could actually let her father come between the two of them, and she is actually right now just chatting with him, saying, I am so sorry that you went through this, and I had no idea. I thought that it was you, that you genuinely didn't want to know me, and I guess I'm sorry too. I'm sorry for letting you leave me like that, and I'm sorry that my father would do something so cruel and heartbreaking, and I forgive you, Juke. I really forgive you for everything. I forgive you for leaving me. I don't blame you anymore. I blame my father. I hate my father so much, Juke, and the thought of him coming between us as friends, I just can't bear the thought of that. And he's like, what do you say? Let's just start over and be friends? And she's like, yeah. Thank you so much for opening up and telling me. Good morning, everybody. So, pretty much what happened last night. Juke literally poured his freaking heart out to Shari about Owen kidnapping him and keeping him hostage at the Chester Manor. Shari is feeling really happy this morning. She's feeling a certain type of closure that has come into play because Juke has opened up and told her exactly what happened. And, you know, she's feeling really, really pissed off in the back of her mind about the fact that Owen would do something so stupid and try to tear them apart once again. We still have not heard from him in terms of, you know, a callback or a text like he promised early in the morning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send a very happy text to Rick and pretty much saying, hey, babe, you know, good morning. I stayed the night at my friend's house. And what the... Okay. Okay. You know, what's happening? You know, what are you going to, you know, set a time with me? And he's like, I agree, you know, it's time that you moved in. You know, you guys can come and move in any time from now. So he's agreed that we can move in now. You know, he's agreed that we can literally come over right now if we want to. Shari is upstairs. She is just going to thank Juke so much for the roof over their heads last night. She's just going to give him a couple of hugs. And she's saying, all right, I'm off now. I can never, ever repay you for what you did with us last night. You know, you were strong and you're so brave. And I really admire you for that, Juke. And I'll be in contact with you as soon as I possibly can, and you can come over and visit Ryland at our new house. And he's like, that sounds amazing. It really does. It sounds amazing. So we're just going to go to manage worlds, just manage worlds, and we are going to essentially right now move in to Rick's house. We've got the go ahead that it is time, we can move in, things are all good to go. He did say to come over a little bit later on, but I think we're just going to rock up. We're going to just turn up, and we're going to literally just turn up at his doorstep early. Welcome to our brand new pad, guys. This is where we are going to be living from now on. This is Rick Buckner's brand new house in Willow Creek. He actually lives in the countryside. It's absolutely gorgeous. This house was made by Ruthless KK on the gallery. So I'll just give you guys a really quick rundown of the house. So upstairs we have Ryland's room. Now he's going to be aging up to a teenager literally, let's have a look, I think today. So it is actually going to be Ryland's birthday. So we had a little bit of a sleepover at Dad's house last night, and then we are going to be moving into Rick's house today, which we have. So it is going to be his birthday today. Now, obviously, Ashanti Hope will not be aging up for another, 3 or 4 updates, maybe a couple, maybe 2, 3 updates. Shari has had I forgot to tell you guys at the start, she had a youth potion, which obviously turned back the clock on her age. As for Rick, he's a lot younger than Shari. But yeah, so this is going to be Ryland's upstairs, ensuite, his workout room. And then downstairs we have a little room, but we need to kind of redecorate this for Ashanti Hope because she's literally not going to really like this room. This is a new chapter in Shari's life. Obviously, the 2 children are needing to kind of settle down and kind of get used to life living with Rick. And of course, Ashanti Hope is so excited that Mummy and Daddy are living together. Ryland is a little bit kind of unsure at this point in time about living at Rick's house, but I'm pretty sure that he will come around and kind of get to know Rick a little bit more and kind of just enjoy life living here, I guess what I'm trying to say. So we're actually going to go ahead and buy a few things because as you can see we're actually pretty loaded right now. We've got 700,000 simoleons. I know, we're literally just racking in the money. Obviously Rick has a really, really good job, so never fear when Rick's around because he has literally got hundreds upon thousands of dollars. So, hey, it's all good. So I think that'll do for Ashanti Hope's room. She's really excited to just kind of come in and see her new room and see the house. So she's going to come in and just kind of see her new room, and she's really happy. So she's going to claim her bed. As for Ryland, it is his birthday today. I know it may not say that it is his birthday, it's in 2 days, but hey, I think Ryland has been a child for long enough and I really want to go ahead and age him up. We're going to come over here and we are going to cook a chocolate cake, which is Ryland's favorite. And as you can see, she wants to chat with Ryland and she wants to woohoo with Rick. Okay, we can make that happen. So we're going to go ahead and just speed on through. Ryland, what are you doing, sweetheart? He's coming in to use the computer. So cute. This will be Rick and Shari's room over here too, by the way. So just letting you know. I'm actually going to have Ryland come upstairs. And of course, I'm going to have him check out his new room too. So let's go ahead and have him check out his brand new room. I think we can go ahead and kind of decorate it up a little bit because it's kind of not Ryland's style. He's more into the creative side of things. So I might go ahead and just really, really quickly do that with you guys as well. I really, really am excited because this is Ryland's time to age up, and although I'm kind of a little bit nervous about it, I'm really excited. There is so much more to this story that I want to explore, that I want to, tell you guys about, and I never really plan ahead all that much. I really don't. I just kind of let it happen when it happens, if that makes sense. There is a lot more to tell you guys than what you guys are seeing right now. Just because it's not on camera right now doesn't mean that something is going to potentially happen in the near future. And of course, I'm not going to tell you guys exactly what, but all I'm going to say is there is more to this than it seems. So, yeah. All right. So, let's go ahead and move this canvas down a little bit. Awesome. I really, really love the green right now in this room. I'm actually going to go ahead and change up the color scheme a lot. So we're going to make this wall kind of a darkish color, maybe even a red. And then we'll do kind of the rest of the walls a lightish color. I'm thinking possibly this color here. I really, really like this lightish gray color. And then obviously in time we can actually kind of renovate the room. We can do all that sort of stuff. Now the one thing that I really, really wanted to chuck in, now my timer's just gone off and kind of distracted me. The one thing I wanted to kind of chuck in, which I know he will be totally into, is a paint easel. Now obviously his mum is really into painting. She literally could mentor him. As for our girl Ashanti Hope, I want to also, while we're here, chuck in a few things that she can do in order to get her skills up. I think she'd be the type of girl that would want to play the violin. So we're going to go ahead and grab her a light brown one of those. And also in the backyard, we are going to also buy a little science table for her. And maybe a puppet show in future to come. Maybe, I don't know, but that is pretty much the redecorating thus far, and Ryland really loves his room. He's like, yay, this is so exciting. Of course, he's going to be aging up to a teen, so obviously his interests are going to change. So I can totally see him being a really sporty dude like his dad. So I think I'm going to have his aspiration be something with athletic. Yeah, there we go, bodybuilder. I want him he wants to be a bodybuilder, and I'm going to make him be either creative, probably thinking a art lover like his mum. So I feel like he'd kind of follow in the footsteps of his dad, you know, wanting to be an athlete, and then he would do, you know, painting on the side, and it's just going to be so exciting, guys, so exciting. So everybody is going to grab a piece of cake. Yay! So this is Ryland, guys. Let me just give you guys a really quick proper look. So here he is. So cute. Look at him. I love him so much. Oh, I really do. So everybody is enjoying some cake. They're celebrating Ryland's teenage birthday, and things are looking really great right at this point. There is nothing wrong with this scene. Everybody's happy and talking, and we've got Ashanti Hope, and we've got Ryland and Shari and Rick, and everybody's really happy, right? Everybody is really happy. But sometimes things aren't as exactly as they seem to the eye. Anyways, guys, I'm actually going to go ahead and wrap up this day in the life of my current household. I hope that you guys have enjoyed thus far. Leave your comments, thoughts, predictions down below in the comments, and I love you guys all so very much, and I will see all of you beautiful lovelies in the next update day in the life of coming next week. Bye, guys.